Time for Judge Julie. That is such a beautiful sentence from you, Agony Anna.
I feel like all these people have lived my life.
There really is.
There is.
Listen to your intuition and move on.
I can kind of like feel when I've met someone in a life before. Feeling
Yes,
like
Anna,
this.
I'm loving your take on it today. Enjoy your life and be happy.
Preach it, sis.
You know when you get to that point where you don't really care.
Don't you care?
They do say that we are all actually one person.
Oh, no, all right. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Oh Anna. Now this week, this podcast is sponsored by Miracle Pure Skin Reset Foundation by Max Factor. Judge Julie is back. I know everybody absolutely adored her, so she is back. The wig is coming, but first of all, before Judge Julie returns, Mum, a listener wrote in, but I feel like you might have already seen it all. Have you seen that B&M have released like a sardine fish range?
I have seen. I went to see it myself.
Okay, and have you been?
Of course I did.
Mum, it's not just B&M, Primark as well, because obviously Joe got you some bits from Primark.
Yeah.
The range now is expanding.
The range you've got it as well.
No, it's in like the range at Primark. It's expanding again. No, but I mean the range might have it, but like it's expanding. And
the sardine range. What have they done now then?
Everything. I went in to go and look for something else, and I walked in. It was just
Sardines.
fish. Sardines.
Shut up, really?
In the full of like the kitchen section.
I'll be honest. The B&M, what the listener wrote in about. Thanks for that, by the way. It was okay. I did get one item from the collection.
What did you get?
Collection.
The
B&M
sardine collection.
Is a little tin. And it says, of course, it says sardines on it, and it's got a little plant in it. So I've got that on the windowsill in the kitchen. But there were some nice prints. Some of the prints, there was one particular print I was looking out for, but it wasn't in stock. A lot of the stuff had gone, but yeah, not bad. And do you know what?
What?
Everyone was saying like it's giving Olive a bonus, but so cheap.
Oh yeah, for real. And like
Look at the prices.
I know, is that plate like £2?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like when I bought that sardine stuff for you, I was thinking, oh, I don't really like this.
No, you like it now,
it's
ain't
growing
you?
on me.
It's a bit quirky. It's fun.
It's growing on me. I do quite like it.
Especially for summer.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy any of the plates and stuff.
Oh, you're not getting nothing sardine?
Well, I don't need any plates. I don't need any cups. Like, if I can find something that I need in a sardine.
You're tempted to add a little bit of sardine into the flat.
Well, it's not really going to match the flat.
No, it's not. No,
like at all. But
that's okay.
But I do like some of it that I have seen. So potentially might delve into the whole sardine thing.
But it's everywhere now, isn't it?
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's just so weird that it's appeared at the time we needed to get you a funny present. And I genuinely thought you were going to hate it.
Yeah.
But no, Mummy's no longer
it's
scared
everywhere.
of it.
But yeah, good range in B&M.
Yeah, really good.
Good sardine range.
Right, so instead of doing What a Rip-Off this week, we're actually going to do a little new segment called Resets and Recommendations.
Yes.
So I've had a couple of resets this week, to be honest. I got a new car.
Yeah,
reset the whole
big
new car.
Reset. Yeah.
Big reset. And also I'm planning on doing a massive spring clean tonight.
I done mine on Sunday.
Oh, so Mum's one ahead of me then.
Do you know how many hours it took me?
How long?
You're not ready.
How long?
My back hurt on Monday. 13 hours.
What?
And I actually sat down, okay, and I was thinking to myself, right, if I'd have been paid for that, right, and what's the minimum wage?
Like £15?
It's £13 something an hour. Oh. Okay, I Googled it. Right. 13 hours. I mean, obviously I had breaks in between, you know. But 13 hours.
Yeah, my reset ain't looking like that. Mine's
like
2-3 hours, I think.
That's a serious
13
reset.
hours is crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
Anyway, talking of resets, I've got a little recommendation for you. It is now time to thank our partner of this episode, Max Factor.
Thank you, Max Factor.
As you can see, we've got some products. I'm recommending this foundation. So obviously we're moving into summer and it's getting a lot warmer, and I'm going to LA. In a few weeks, which I'm very excited about. I feel like I need to kind of like reset my makeup routine because this makeup isn't really going to cut it.
You're going to need a different type of...
I need a different base because like I don't want anything... Yeah, I want it to be glowy. I don't want anything to be too heavy in like 30-degree heat. And I feel like at the minute I've really been focusing on my skincare.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like getting a morning and nighttime skincare down to
That's good.
Which is really good, but I want obviously my makeup to still reflect my skincare. It's a 2-in-1 serum powered foundation.
Nice.
So it's really good for your skin as well, which I love. It contains 2% niacinamide and chamomile extract as well. So because of this, I want to recommend you this foundation. It is the Max Factor Miracle Pure Skin Reset foundation.
Okay.
And I love it because it's a 2-in-1 serum foundation.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, and it means you're not compromising on your skincare.
Because I'm normally using quite heavy foundation.
Whereas this
pure
isn't
foundation,
heavy.
but this is,
This isn't heavy at all. It feels so light on your skin. And I feel like you of all people would love it, to be honest.
So this is going to give me instant buildable medium coverage. To be honest, this is going to be great for them intense school runs.
Yeah, it will be perfect for that.
You know, when I'm short on time, this is going to be fab.
It's exactly what you need.
And you know what else it's going to be great for as well?
Go on, tell me.
The days when I'm vlogging.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
You can wear it every day. You vlog every day
as well, because I'll be honest, I have so many steps that I do before I step foot out the bathroom. So this is going to be great.
Yeah, 100%.
This is going to be great, and something maybe for a change from like a heavy foundation for summer.
Yeah, because you don't want anything too heavy on it.
Especially when I go away.
Yeah, you want it to feel lightweight, and when you go, it's so glowy. That's my favourite part about it, how glowy it is.
Am I going to be glowing?
Yeah, you're going to be glowing. Mega glow.
Okay, as I do have maturer skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to dry my skin out also.
Yeah, which is really good.
Which is a huge thing for us with mature skin, you know?
Yeah.
You don't want it drying out, so this is going to be fab.
I think that's why it works well for me, because it's a very buildable foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I can go from filming here in the day, get in the train back to Manchester, top it up, and I can go out in the evening in Manchester. So, like, build it throughout the day, which I like.
I like that idea, that you can add as little or as much as you want.
Exactly. Well, now summer is coming up.
Yeah.
This can be your go-to foundation.
Yeah.
Definitely. And as you get more tanned,
yeah,
you could use that one in your hand. Mum ordered very dark shade, ready for when she's got mega tan.
Yeah, but I will have that. So this is for now. This shade's for now. So
Yeah.
I've gone for the medium for now.
Yeah.
And I've gone for medium deep in high summer.
You're manifesting the tan. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe I need this energy. I need to manifest the tan.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I actually went on the trip for this foundation some point last year, and this is where like I first learned about it.
Oh, okay.
And this is where I actually fell in love with having glowy skin.
Yeah.
And we learned so many different things on that trip, but like one of the main products was this foundation.
Okay.
And I remember like trying it for the first time, looking in the mirror, and I was so impressed.
You're making me excited to try it, actually.
Honestly, you will love it.
Yeah. Anna, you know how much I love a good browsing boots.
You
love a
do.
bit of a boots haul.
You do love a boots haul.
Yeah. So it's super affordable. Obviously, you can find it in Boots, and it's definitely not a rip-off.
Have I convinced you to try the foundation?
100%.
Okay, well, that's good. I've convinced Mum, and it is now available to shop in Boots nationwide. It is time. Agony Anna and Judge Julie is back. Oh my God.
We're back.
We are back. Mum has got the wig on. She's got, I don't know what you call that thing, the little paddle hit.
It's not a paddle. There's a certain name for it, isn't there?
Oh, a gavel. There we go. Ready to serve some justice to some of these people. And we've got some good dilemmas today.
We've got some good ones this week.
Yeah, we have. Right. First dilemma. Are you ready?
Go for it, Anna. Go on.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So we got, hi guys, I saw you were asking for dilemmas, so I thought I'd share mine. I'm in my final year of university and just about to graduate, and once I do, I'm planning to move back home, and I'm really worried about what my future looks like. Trying to find a job is extremely difficult, and I feel like most people my age are further ahead in terms of their savings and things. And while I want to live back home for now, it feels like a huge step back from living independently for 3 years, and I overall just feel a bit lost in this stage of my life. Any advice on next steps dealing with this life stage would be appreciated. I feel like that's a real like
widespread issue,
like universal experience.
Yeah.
For a lot, like she's in the final year of university, so I'm not exactly sure how old you are, like 21, 22 potentially, but that I genuinely think is a universal experience.
I even know at my age this is a very common issue, isn't it?
Yeah. I think in your 20s you feel very lost anyway about what you want to do with your life, and even if you've been to uni and like you love the subjects that you've been studying for 3-4 years, it's so normal to maybe think, actually I don't want to go into that. And I don't want to do that as a job. I know loads of people who went to uni and the minute they left, they felt like they had no purpose anymore. And they were like, I don't know.
Felt lost.
They felt lost. They were like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, and also like this person mentioned what like moving back home, and she feels like that's a step back because she's been living independently at uni.
Yeah.
I honestly like I don't want you to feel alone in this at all. And I think it's really good to speak about this with people, because I promise you that like everybody actually does feel like that. I think even the people who appear to have all of their shit together, I promise you they don't. Like no one has everything together all the time. And
Preach. Yeah.
you know what as well? I think it's really easy to compare your life to say like what some of your other friends might be doing, in terms of like some of your friends might be going straight into a job and know what they want to do and like XYZ. But I think it's really good to remember that you're on track for your own life and like you are exactly where you are meant to be. So I know you're probably still going to feel behind, but you shouldn't feel behind, because I think that's something that I've also struggled with. Like, I'm 25 and I've definitely felt at times that like I'm behind other people my age, but like mine was in terms of like, I don't know, because relationships, yeah, because like when I was like 18, I thought I would be married at 25, and then like I do know people who are engaged and like having children and stuff, and I'm just not there yet.
No,
and that is completely fine, because all of our lives are different and everything happens on a different time scale.
Of course it does.
So I think my tips for like dealing with this stage of life would be to, this is a bit of a weird one, but like weirdly enjoy it. There's actually kind of like a beauty in not knowing, and not knowing what you want to do, and not knowing where you're at. And it gives you actually a lot of time to figure things out. And even if you feel like moving home is a step back, I actually promise you it's not. It's, you know, it could actually be a really good opportunity to save some money, get some money, like savings behind you. And yeah, you might have loved living independently, but it doesn't mean you won't live independently again. Like it doesn't mean you're taking a step back. It just means that everything is actually working out kind of how you need it to. And like I said, I think there's a lot of beauty in not knowing and feeling a little bit confused, because it gives you a really good opportunity to figure things out. And that also doesn't mean you need to figure things out immediately.
Of course,
sometimes it can take years to figure things out.
Of course it does.
So that's my advice.
Time for Judge Julie.
Judge Julie, what is yours?
Well, Agony Anna, I could not have said it better myself.
Preach.
I love the way that you put there's a beauty in, you know, not knowing. There really is.
There is.
That is such a beautiful sentence from you, Agony Anna.
Thank you very much.
I love that from you.
Thank you.
Super proud of that one. Seriously, though, Anna.
There is, though. There's
love
so much
that.
beauty
Love
not
that
knowing.
from you. Love that from you. That's quite poetic. Right?
Thank you.
Anyway, that threw me a little bit. But anyway, back onto the serious business. So, moving back home is definitely not a step back for you. Definitely not. See it as an opportunity to save money. See it as an opportunity to, you know, maybe take a step back, you know. Just be in this season of your life, accept it for what it is. It's not going to be forever. At the time when you're in the, you know, when you're in it, you think, oh, I'm moving back home, it's going to be forever. It's really not going to be forever. Enjoy the time, make the most of it.
Yeah.
Enjoy living back with your parents. Enjoy having some of the responsibility again.
Preach. I'd love to go home for a bit and let you wash my clothes.
Again. No, seriously, joking aside, there's no way you're taking a huge step back. Enjoy your life and be happy.
Preach it, sis. If I moved home, would you like it? Just out of curiosity.
I'd have you back any time, darling.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that answer, but thank you. That's really lovely.
I swear to God, I'd have you back any time.
Oh, thanks, Mum.
Of course I would if you had to.
What would you say if I turned up home with a load of washing for you to do? Would you be offended, or would you do it for me?
I'll just do it for you.
Oh, shouldn't have told me that. Okay, dilemma number 2.
Okay.
Love the pod, ladies. Thank you very much. Oh, you're my Thursday morning cleaning distraction.
Yay,
Makes
love that.
cleaning so much more enjoyable listening to you.
Ooh.
I love that. I hope your cleaning doesn't take 13 hours like my mum's does. Here is my dilemma. I have a friend and we have been friends for years, but in the last 2 years, I feel like it's very one-sided. I feel like she takes me for granted, all take, and not much give. I'm the one who constantly checks in, arranges all the nights out, and gives so much more to the friendship. I'm at the point where I'm starting to check out and ask myself, would you bother if I didn't? We've been friends for such a long time now, but I just don't feel like it's mutual now and that I'm begging for this friendship. Do I stay mute or do I confront her? I'm not a confronter, so it would be very hard and my energy is tapping out. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest.
If her energy's tapping out, it's tapping out.
No, but I have been in friendships like this.
Oh, yeah.
With people I'm no longer friends with. Because, and it's no shade towards that person, but, well, several people, to be honest. But I think as you grow up and as you get older, especially, right, people get busy. adults get busy, you have adult lives.
Yeah.
And I think like my friendship group in particular, I was really speaking about this on a vlog the other day, definitely went through that change because we would spend like all of our time together and then we all got busy and life happened. And then suddenly you can't spend every day together. You can't see each other every day. But one thing that should never happen is like one-sided and the effort slipping. Both sides, if you want that friendship to work, should always be putting in the effort. And it's not like she said, like give, take, sorry. It should be both giving, both taking, I don't know, but both giving the same.
There's going to be times anyway when, you know, probably one is like giving a bit more, depending on what's going on
depending,
in each life.
Depending on what your friend needs. Like, it's not always going to be a 50-50
but it should balance itself out naturally.
But if you can count on that person, they should also be able to count on you. And I think you truly kind of know when a friendship is meant to be over. And that was something that I never wanted to understand when I was younger, because I was like, no,
it's hard, isn't it?
Like,
it's
hard.
like
completely, like it's a really hard thing. I actually think that friendship breakups are harder than actual breakups because they just are. Like I've been through some really sad friendship breakups over the years, and they've been with people who at one time in my life were genuinely like my bestest of friends. But I'm basically saying here that if you feel like it is all take from this person and your energy is tapping out, then that is the universe telling you to tap out of that friendship. Because it's no longer for you anymore. It's not going to give you anything that you need positively towards your life. And as sad as it is, it's reality. And that is just how things are meant to be. I believe that everyone in your life is there for a reason. And if you genuinely feel like your energy is tapping out, that's a sign to tap out from the friendship.
Some people stay for a season. Some people stay for, you know, a long time. People will be in your life, you know. Not everyone has to stay in your life forever. You know, and if you feel your energy tapping out, that's your intuition. Listen to your intuition and move on.
I like it. Dilemma number 3. Hi guys, I've got a dilemma. A friend of mine is very negative vibes and everything she says is very doom and gloom. I'm finding this very draining and I've slowly started to distance myself from that to protect my own energy. I like how everyone's speaking about energy today. This is very good. However, since doing this, I've felt like I'm a bad friend. What should I do? P.S. Love you both and love the pod.
Oh, thanks,
Queen. I have also experienced something very similar to this.
I couldn't be around people that are negative. It drains me. Very much like she's saying.
Because I feel like, I mean, obviously everyone's going to have bad days, but I feel like generally me and you are very like quite high energy. And we give out a very positive vibe and energy to the universe.
If I come near someone with negative vibes, it hits me like a train.
You know what I mean? I do understand.
My energy field. Right.
You're just very high vibration. Like you're very like positive. And I feel like I am that a lot of the time.
And she's obviously a bit like this as well.
Yeah, and this person also sounds like she could be as well. And I think it is true. Certain people can drain your energy.
Yeah, it's all energy, like I've said before, you know.
And, you know, I don't think you should feel like you're a bad friend because you're distancing yourself. I think, what is the reason that she's very doom and gloom at the minute? Like,
some people just naturally are, you know.
Right, but they also could be going through something really
bad. Well, of course.
There could be a lot of bad things going on in their life.
Yes.
So I think you've got to kind of look at it in terms of that. Like, is there a reason that this person is being this way?
She could be depressed, so if that's the case, you know, that...
You know, but this is what I'm saying.
That needs understanding, doesn't it?
It requires understanding, and it's like, is this a time in her life, or his life, sorry, I can't remember if it's a girl or a boy, where they might need extra help and support from you. So you're seeing it as doom and gloom, but maybe you haven't asked the question as to why they're feeling like this. Yes,
Anna, I'm loving your take on it today.
Thank you very much.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm not going to lie, I've experienced all of these. So
yeah, you're coming at it from a personal
I'm coming at like I understand what all these people are feeling. I think
it's always a good thing to do. Like you're saying, you know, you're saying to show empathy, which we love.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
show
really
some understanding.
Bad. I'm like a bad empath, like as in like I'm a good empath, but like I'm like empathetic. Is that the right word?
You're an empath.
I'm an empath. Yeah, like I feel everyone else's emotions, and I feel emotions for other people. Yeah. Like it's just a whole thing. But yeah, I just think that maybe ask the person if there's anything you can do to help, or say you've noticed a shift in them or you've noticed a change in them and you want to speak about it before distancing yourself. If they are genuinely just doom and gloom all of a sudden and that is their new personality out of nowhere, and
some people are generally like that.
No, some people are. Some people have very low vibration.
Yeah.
And if you do want to distance yourself, then you're well within your rights to do that if you think it's affecting your energy. But I think if it's a good friend of yours, like, I think you should check why first. Just Julie.
I will agree again with Anna. Have a little conversation, because she could be depressed. Something bad could have happened. If you're a good friend, you need to help out with that. But if she is generally low vibe, low energy person, move on.
She gotta go. Right, dilemma number 4. Hi guys, love the pod and followed you both for years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I have a dilemma. I've been in short-term relationships over the years and dated, but never managed to commit to a long-term relationship due to fear of something going wrong or being heartbroken due to previous negative experiences or trauma, which I think stops me progressing past a certain point in a relationship. I feel like all these people have lived my life.
Look, yeah.
Like, I know it is a universal experience and a lot of people like experience stuff like this, but this is literally exactly how I used to feel. I didn't know if you had any tips on this or whether experienced anything similar. Oh, I have, so don't worry. I end up being comfortable alone because I know I can work towards my own happiness and it not be negatively affected by an outside influence or a man. But then part of me is like, am I missing out if it's the right person, or if I could find the right person? Fucking hell.
So much to say.
Yeah. This was me to a T before I met my boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I'm 25. I met my boyfriend when I was 24. Up until then, I physically could not enjoy a relationship. I wouldn't even I was in a very short relationship before my ex-boyfriend. I can't remember how long we were together, which is really awful. It was like literally a couple of months, and I had a situationship. And other than that, I would just kind of like date, but I would always go into it almost knowing it wasn't going to work, because I've always been the sort of person that is so independent. I have worked for everything I have on my own. I don't want anybody to interrupt that. I don't want anyone to interrupt my peace, my happiness. Like, I was so strong on that, to the point that I feel like I made excuses with a lot of people before my boyfriend, obviously, that it just wouldn't work because of this reason, when maybe those reasons weren't true, but I just didn't want anybody to interrupt what I had going on.
Well, they weren't the right person.
But this is what I was going to say. None of those people were the right person, because I can kind of like feel when I've met someone in a life before. Oh, that's what I
love this. Go on.
Okay. I can't, I get that like kind of like sense of like, oh, I feel like I've met you before. Like, you seem like familiar.
Is Joe your soulmate? I love this. No, is he?
Yes, I've told you this.
I swear to God.
It's on camera on YouTube.
Am I in a different life here? Because
you've got a wig on, but like I told you, when
you have never told me that.
There's a video on YouTube of you when you were like, and did you see a light behind him?
Well, I remember asking you that.
Yeah, because I was saying
that you've never said to me that you knew not Joe in a life before.
Guys, unless I dramatically cut it out of the YouTube video, which I have no idea why I would have done.
I'd remember if you'd said that.
But I just got a very like familiar feeling when I met Joe, of like, I've met you before in some form, or like I know who you are, but I don't know how I know who you are. And like, I'd never experienced that in a relationship form. I had in a friendship form with a couple of people. I feel like I was like, oh, you feel very familiar, which is why we get along so well. But that was the first time that in a romantic sense, I felt like I'd known someone. And like, I'd originally told Joe on our first date that I was only going to be able to be there for like a few hours because I was busy with work, which was true. But I ended up staying there with him for like 13 hours because it felt so familiar, and now like we're nearly a year down the line and it feels like I've met him in a previous life, and I just can't explain it. It's really weird. And what I'm saying is I genuinely think you haven't met the right person, and I think that's why you still feel like that. And also, when you're in the right relationship, by the way, like nobody will interrupt that. Like you will still have your peace, you will still have your own space, you will still have your own job
if it's the right person.
If it's the right person. And I wouldn't be able to be with somebody if I wasn't still able to have all of that, because they're things that like make me me.
Of course they are. You wouldn't want to be with somebody that didn't bring all that out in you and wanted you to still be all that, because you can get all types of you can get all types of I'm not, but men and women, we're not just slating men here, that can be very toxic.
100%.
That can be very dysfunctional. I mean, the world's full of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know, the right one, you will naturally, I think, probably let in.
You will, and also like it will feel right to
I was about to say, it will feel right to do.
Yeah,
so.
You will want to let them in.
These are all ultimately, I mean, we can all have. Should I give my verdict to you? I'll give my verdict at the end. Go on, Anna.
Yeah, no, I just think you haven't met the right person yet, and also, you've said if I could find the right person, I think the right person will find you. That's like my belief, because this was like a weird conversation that me and my friends were having the other day, but like every decision that you make in your life leads to where you are now.
Of course it does.
And if I hadn't have made all the previous decisions in my life, I never would have met Joe when I did, because I wouldn't have been on Hinge at that point in my life if I hadn't have made all these previous decisions.
It's all written ultimately.
So like
it's all written out anyway.
Yeah, I believe that like the right person will find you when you are truly ready for that next step.
Yes.
So I think my kind of like opinion on it is I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't stress about it, because I spent so many years stressing about these things because I so badly wanted that person, but I knew that I never wanted to give all of my energy and everything to the wrong person. So I think like I would panic for years, like, oh my God, there's no one there's no one out there for me. Like I'm going to be single forever. Like all my friends would be in relationships and I'd be like, why can I not find my person? But I think because I was panicking of why can I not find my person, when I finally accepted that I was happy on my own, whatever, that person will find me, my person found me. So that's kind of like my thing on it. I think don't stress it too much. Don't worry about it too much. And just also enjoy the time being single. I think people like really
100%.
Underrate.
They underrate being single.
Yeah. Yeah, underrate being single. Enjoy your time being single. Like obviously you can still like have all your freedom in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying, but like just enjoy your time being single and go and have some fun. Do whatever you want to do because it's
don't think life's on hold.
Yeah.
Just because you're single.
Yeah, 100%. Like your life is not on hold.
Life should still be full even though you're single.
Yeah.
But we're going off the point here a bit.
Yeah, so we've kind of like
we're going off the point here.
But that's my opinion. Judge Julie.
Okay, right. I'm gonna probably take on a little bit of a different angle with it. You've mentioned that you're finding it hard to commit to a long-term relationship due to fear of something going wrong or being heartbroken due to previous negative experiences, traumas. Right? Okay. This is a difficult one, and I do empathise with this because negative traumas or whatever happening in our past can affect how we view relationships. It can, and you can be putting up all sorts of walls, and you don't even realise why you're doing it, and you can self-sabotage also because of previous traumas. Right? What Judge Julie will suggest you do. Only a suggestion. Do not take my word as gospel. I am not a professional judge, really. Maybe look into some therapy of some kind to deal with the previous traumas, heartbreaks, whatever, because that could be hindering you. I mean, we've spent quite a while saying, you haven't met the right person and all that. But sometimes sometimes we don't recognise the right person because we've got a lot going on in here that needs healing. Yeah. So I think maybe look into some therapy, look into some therapy in a good way, talk, get out that if there's any, negative feelings there, and then maybe look into finding
someone,
a partner. But work on yourself first. Judge Julie says, work on yourself.
Enjoy being single.
And look into a little bit of therapy. In a good way.
No, of course, in a good way. Therapy is amazing. It's very beneficial.
Yeah, but last pod, whenever we are, I did say to somebody, get therapy. And I don't want to let this young lady think I'm saying it in that way.
Oh, right.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay.
You know what I mean, though.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
Fifth and final dilemma. So, firstly, love the pod and love you both.
Thank you.
Thanks, Queen. Long-time fan. Basically, I'm feeling massive guilt because for 2 years now, I've gone to an American summer camp to work and it's done so much for me. I met my partner there and I'm going back this summer. However, I get massive friend and sister guilt as well as feeling like my parents want me to get a proper job. I'm 23, a graduate, and I would love to find my dream job at living with my boyfriend in a city. But right now, I'm just enjoying traveling. How can I make my family and friends reassured of my choices? Again, I know several people who did this.
Yeah.
One of my best friends went to one of the American summer camps and worked there for a summer and absolutely loved it, by the way.
So you can give her...
I can't remember what age she was when she did it, actually. I think she did it in between uni. I can't remember. But anyway, one of my friends has actually done it. I think traveling, right, is so important because, so I went traveling. I did Australia in 2022 and I did Bali in 2024. And for me, I'm not going to turn around and say these experiences shaped me as a human being. I'm not going to go that far. No. I don't think I was in the countries long enough to have that mass effect on me. But
memories
the memories and the freedom that I felt was immense.
Yeah.
I think being in this country sometimes and being in your everyday routine can get very samey.
Yeah, mundane.
And going traveling, and I promise you, waking up and being do you want to go surf today, or do you want to go sit on the beach, or do you want to go swim with a dolphin, or what do you want to do? Having different options like that, and also meeting people. I met so many people. I didn't
walks of life. And,
in Bali, we went with a really big group of us, so I didn't really meet anybody else in Bali because there was 12 of us, I think, who went. But in Australia, there was 5 of us, and we met some people who are still my friends to this day. Ross, shout out Ross. I don't know if he watches the pod, but we met him in the most random situation. He's from Leeds, but he was in Australia, and it's I never would have met him if I hadn't have gone traveling.
No.
And you genuinely, I think it's such an integral part, to be honest, if you have the opportunity to do it, and if you can, to do whilst you're still young, and you're 23. You're 23. That was the age that I traveled to Bali, and I didn't feel one bit of guilt. I didn't feel behind. And I think that's what you should reassure your friends and your family of, that you don't feel behind. This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
And this is what is making you happy in the current moment. And if you did go out and get a job at that moment, you might always regret doing it in that period of your life because you never felt you did this whole American traveling, working there for as long as you wanted to.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think traveling is so important. And also,
So
you were saying, you met your partner there as well, which is amazing. So I'm assuming that your partner could potentially be going again. But yeah, I just think reassure your family and friends and say that this is exactly where you are right now in your life. And you're 23, you're still so young. I'm not gonna I still have traveling left in me now. I want to go to Thailand. I really want to backpack Thailand. I don't know how long for, but I want to do that. I want to do New Zealand. I'm 26 this year, and I will still ensure that I go traveling at some point in my life so I can go and see those places.
Yeah.
You're never too young, you're never too old You're exactly where you need to be.
Yeah.
Right now. So you go, girl, go to summer camp with your boyfriend and enjoy fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. I honestly think on this, look, your family, your friends, they obviously see you happy. Yeah. You know, do they really need this reassurance? You know, if they're seeing you happy and enjoying life, that should be enough for them, surely, anyway.
Yeah,
I'm feeling. Judge Julie thinks if you're happy, you know, that's enough. That really is enough. You know, I don't feel, I mean, if your family and friends are concerned about you, then reassure them.
Yeah, if they're concerned, of course.
You know, this is the dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's asking, you know, can I make my family and friends reassured of my choices? How can I? But yeah, so, you know, tell them how happy you are, everything else. As long as they see you happy, I think that's enough for them. Just Julie's verdict.
Hit it. That was perfect. There were all the dilemmas. That is really bizarre, by the way, like how I really relate to all of them.
Can Judge Julie take her wig off?
Yeah. And
whoa!
Your hair still looks perfect.
I'm sure it doesn't, but
it does, genuinely. Your hair
looks... when you get to that point where you don't really care.
Your hair looks so silky.
I feel like I'll be talking for hours. Right, okay, Anna.
No, honestly, I really enjoyed that because I related to a lot of those dilemmas.
You did. It was like your little life there,
it was like people were writing in my life stories.
But they do say,
send them in.
I'll just add this. I will just add this on to the end of this pod. And maybe we can talk about this in another pod because I would really love to. They do say that we are all actually one person.
Oh, fucking hell. All right.
Just living different lives. Let's talk about that in another pod.
To be honest, people would actually really want to hear your take on things like that because Mum has some really interesting...
I do actually believe we're all one person, all one consciousness, but just living different lives. Anyway,
thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Oh Anna.
Thank you. Keep sending them dilemmas in.
What she said. Keep sending the dilemmas in. Now you know that Judge Julie is going to be reacting to them. Send us them in over on our Instagram at OhAnnaPod. We would love to react to them. And make sure you like, comment and subscribe to us. And you can email us the dilemmas as well. It is ohanna@fellastudios.com. And other than that, we will see you next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.